So last Thursday, Trump asked the Supreme Court to overturn the Affordable Care Act. So how is that going to go? How is that going to go? The timing is quite interesting with the pandemic. In the middle of the pandemic, he is asking for the Supreme Court to overturn the Affordable Care Act. Let's see how the Supreme Court is going to handle that request. In the middle, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about growth, support for dreams and desires and creative endeavors. She's also very, very active. I feel like this may be the Affordable Care Act itself, but let's see. Crossed by the Six of Pentacles, helping those in need. Let's keep going. Let's see, underneath it all, the Ace of Wands. This is Trump's idea and power. He's using his power and putting that idea before the court. This could simply be the court in some way. This could be the courts. This could be showing us the court's support for the Affordable Care Act. And then the challenge is to keep that going. Keep helping people. In the past, we had the Hermit. That's interesting because Trump's had, 3.5 years now to do this? And he's just doing it just now. Above it all, Three of Swords. Painful news, painful information coming out, heartbreak. Since I feel like this is Trump down here in the bottom, I feel like this is probably heartbreaking news for him, that it's not going to work. Near future, we have Six of Cups. This is about kindness. Oftentimes, to me, the Six of Cups is being kind to your future self, is how I see that. But this is about kindness, generosity, nostalgia. Remembering good things from the past. Let's keep going. In the U position, we have the Magician. I feel like this is how Trump sees himself. He sees himself as putting out there what he has told his supporters he was going to put out there. Here's the wand, here's the idea, and here he is doing what he said he was going to do. Surrounded by the Knight of Swords. So that's going to be the court looking at the law, looking at the laws. So I do think that, or possibly looking at Trump in some way. But they're going to be looking at what Trump is trying to do here. Hopes and fears. This is the inability to make a decision or refusing to make a decision. So that would be Trump's fear and many people's hopes that a decision is not made. That they hear the case and then decide not to keep things as they are, to not change anything, to not make a change, to not decide on it, to drop it. And then the outcome, Four of Wands, celebration. Celebration of things that have been accomplished so far. These are things that you've been working towards. Oftentimes this is like a graduation or a wedding or some kind of celebration of something that's been worked on for a long time. So to me, this is the celebration of the Affordable Care Act staying just like it is. So yeah, I feel like there are a lot of swords cards in this reading, guys. I feel like, yeah, there's going to be bad news for Trump. In regards to trying to dismantle the Affordable Care Act. And the people will be celebrating. This is usually just a short-lived celebration also. Just a short-term celebration. So yeah, near future. Near future, I feel like in the near future, possibly in the fall, they will be looking at this. A decision will not be made during Trump's administration, but the future is everything stays the way it was being built in the first place. The things that were being built stay in place. In fact, I would say that after Trump leaves, there's going to be actually more, like another leg added to this structure to bring it to this Four of Swords position. It'll actually be more stable. This card, the Four of Wands, is also about stability and something that you've been working towards. So I feel like after the election, there's going to be the Affordable Care Act's actually going to be more stable. Thanks, guys.